All right, guys, this is how we're going to start off. If you need anything for lower body, just add it in there, but we're not doing a whole lot of that today. So we're going to start off, we're going to do 10 I's, 10 Y's, 10 T's. So think about when you're doing this, not just to do it for the movement, but do it just to find a little mobility as well. So you're going to do 10 IYTs. You're going to take that band. You're going to pull that puppy out apart like 10 times. If you want to pull it apart 5 times and add an up and over 5 times, you can do that as well. So you can either 10 pull apart, which you grab closer, or just do 5 and 5, okay? Last thing we're going to do, and you can do one on each side. So you're going to come down to your mat. If you've been in yoga with me, this will be familiar to you. So I'm going to have a slight angle on my front shin, so that way I can drive my hip down and find a stretch in that hip, and then come back. Ooh, this is where you'll feel it, and find that stretch in that hamstring. So you're going to come forward, come back. You're going to do like 5 on one side, and then you're going to switch. Same thing here. Drive that right hip down, find the stretch in the hip, bring it back, find the stretch in the hamstring. Notice how I don't move my heel. So my heel stays in the same spot, okay? Whew, that's a tight little place to be. So we're gonna go through 3 rounds. So 10 IYTs, pull aparts, and then lunge to hamstring stretch. 3 times, friends. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. So the goal today would make our upper body feel like our lower body felt yesterday. That was a good one though on Monday. It's still really a good one. But today we're going to do mostly upper body, some core thrown in there, and then some core at the end. So this one, you're really focusing on finding the edge of that stretch, making sure that you are breathing. Because a lot of times we find that little tight spot and then we're like, and we hold our breath. So I want you to think about it. If you find a tight spot, take a deep breath. Exhale out. So don't hold it in. Ooh, that's tight. So I'm a little sore, I'll basically make mid-calf all the way up behind my knee to like mid-quad. So that whole little hamstring is like, whoo, it's tight. The other sore spot that you might have besides your hamstrings and like lower body would be those glutes. If you have mobility balls or a lacrosse ball, you can kind of chill. If your glutes are really sore, you can lay and sit on one of those and breathe. I might have to do a little of that today. Rarely do you guys see me on the foam roller when you log into class. But today, just a little sore. Could be I'm a little bit sore though too, because I used the 20s in the morning, which in morning class with you guys, usually I drop weight in the afternoon, but I decided to not drop weight in the afternoon, so I still use 20s. But I got through, I think, 8 rounds of that the first in the morning, and I got through 7 in the afternoon. So I was a little slower in the afternoon, but oh man, did my legs feel it. But even from this morning, so yesterday, this is how I looked, you guys, and you guys know this is how I usually am. How it was yesterday morning is I got to about here, and that's about as far as I could get. So things are looking up today. Okay, you guys are finished up. We get to work for 30 minutes today. All right, so while I'm showing you demo stuff, feel free to take any extra stretches that you might need. This is what we're doing today. We've done something similar, except I changed the exercise. So what we're doing, I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes. And we're gonna AMRAP through 2 rounds of 15 dumbbell rows, 10 presses, 5 flies. You're gonna do that 2 times. And then we're gonna go 1 round to the floor, and we're gonna go 10 push-ups, 10 by 10 shoulder taps, and 10 tuck-ups. So I added a little core in that one. So I'm just gonna demo with lighter weights, but I'm probably gonna use 20s for rows, maybe 20s for presses. We'll see how I feel. So adjust your weight accordingly. So if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna go, and they don't have to be single, right? So I'm gonna go 15 rows, and then I'm gonna go 10 presses and 5 flies, okay? Now I'm gonna do that times 2. If you want, you can. If you're like, I wanna go to the floor and do floor chest press, if you have a heavier weight, if you feel like you wanna do chest press that way, then I would adjust your little circuit to go 15 rows, 5 flies, and then go to the floor for presses, if that makes sense. If you're just doing them standing or half kneeling, then you can go rows, presses, flies, whatever works for you. Okay, so rows, presses, flies right here, times 2. Then we're gonna go down and we're gonna do 1 round of push-ups. You can be strict, you can be any which way you need to be, okay? Your push-ups don't have to be rushed because you're only doing 1 round of that. So 10 push-ups, 10 by 10 shoulder taps, trying not to get super sassy with your hips, keep your hips square. And then you're just gonna turn it over and do 10 tuck-ups. If you need to modify the dead bug, you can. And then you go back up through the 2 rounds of upper body. So 15 rows, 10 presses, 5 flies for 2 rounds, and then 1 round of push-up, shoulder tap, and tuck-ups. Does that make sense? Yes, sweet. Okay, grab your weight. I think I'm gonna try 20s, and I think I'm gonna try to stay off of my 8s if I can for flags, because there's only 5 of them. Okay, get yourself ready. We're gonna work for 30 minutes. Bring that away. All right, friends. Here we go. 30 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. You got 15 rows, 10 presses. Need some tunes. 5 flies times 2. Jam some tunes. Know that you have plenty of time because you got 30 minutes to work. And if you are using heavier weights and you need to break up reps, you can. So if you are like, whoa, I can do 15 rows at 20s, but as I go through the circuit, I need to take a little bit more rest, you can. If you are using a heavier weight for presses and you don't want to do 10 in a row, you can alternate, just like I am right here. It's going to take me a while to finish if I do 20s. So depending on how heavy your weight is where if you're whipping through this and you're like, I don't have to rest, think about that sometimes, because if you have to buy more weight at any point or up your weights, you can kind of tell, oh, this weight is a little lighter, or I can go unbroken, meaning doing all the reps, all 15 rows in a row without resting. 2 rounds on here, then you go to the floor. And your competition is against yourself. Nice, Andy. Nice, Sandy. Nice, Tara. Keep it up, Katie. Nice, guys. Oh, I need to buy a set of 10s. Coming up on 4 minutes in, we're going for 30, so find your pace. So this is kind of similar a little bit to Monday, where at least with the weights I'm at, which are challenging, got to break up some reps. I am averaging about 5 minutes for a whole circuit of 2 rounds and 1 round of core. So it just kind of depends. But we're coming up on 5 minutes right there. So however many you got through, look at it in increments of 5 and how far you can get in that 5 minutes. And then repeat it. Nice job, you guys. Terry, you're lapping me. That's okay. You can lap me. I'll let you. See, my mentality is I have to let Tara lap me and be okay with that because I'm choosing to go heavier, which makes me slower. But it's so hard. Like, I want to chase her, but I'm like, no. Focus on yourself and how well you're moving with the weights you're at. Tara's always fast. Tara, I swear when you're 80, I'm going to be chasing you still. She's going to be like, I'm going to be back there with my walker, going real slow. No, I won't use a walker. I'll still be chasing you, Tara. I think it's I partially give in to your long legs. I have short little legs. So I got to take 4 steps to your 1. That's short people problems. Nice, Katie. Nice, Sandy. Nice, Sandy. Nice, Katie. Nice, Amy. Welcome back, Amy. Your vacation, I was telling Andy, you looked amazing. Coming up on 9 minutes. Coming up on 10 minutes. Nice job, you guys. 10-minute mark right there. So if you're timing at all, that's where we're at. Whew. Hammies are tight. Thanks, you guys. Nice, Sandy. Nice, Katie. There you go, Tara. If at all, if you get tired towards the end and you don't want to push your weight, put your weights down when you're doing presses, right? So say you're like into this and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting tired. Do a little dip, press and squeeze your butt when you press them over top. So a little dip, press. If you're like, ooh, I'm tired. Whew. Take rest as you need. Nice job, Katie. Nice job, Andy. Nice, Amy. Keep it up, Tara. There you go, Sandy. Whew. Whew. 20 seconds, we'll be at 15 minutes. Halfway point. You should be either finishing your 6th or in your 7th round. Or finishing your 6th like I am. Ooh, maybe we'll do something similar to like this, but instead of 2 rounds of strength, we'll do 2 rounds of core and then 1 round of strength. Ooh, Tara's like, ooh, I like that idea. I get all the good ideas when I'm working out. And then I gotta get them out of my brain on the paper. We are over halfway, friends. This is the bulk part of your workout today. And then we got a little 9-minute core on the mat. Make sure when you're doing rows and presses that if you're in rows, you're squeezing your butt, you're keeping your ribs in, you're grounding into your feet on the floor. You're doing presses, whether you're kneeling or standing, your butt is nice and squeezed, elbows ending by ear. And think about gripping with your big toe into the floor. And if you need to alternate presses, you can. Nice job, guys. Nice, Sandy. Nice, Katie. Keep it up, Amy. I know it's your first technical day back from vacation. You had to work. I kicked Andy's butt on Monday. I think I kicked everybody's on Monday. And I was all like, let's ease back into Monday. No, it was not an easing back into Monday. Nice job, guys. Coming up almost to the 20-minute mark. Nice job, you guys. Nice pace. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for a nice pace with good form where you're resting. You're working more than you're resting. 20 minutes. 10 minutes left. Nice job, guys. Nice job, guys. 22 minutes. Ooh, our arms are going to be tired after this. You can already feel these when I do shoulder taps. My triceps are like, ooh, shaking. So I would say, if you're like looking at your weight and gauging what weights you have, and if you need more weights, if you can do all 15 without any rest, then go right into all 10 of those presses with really not a whole lot of rest, and right into those 5s, and your form is decent, you can increase your weight. The reason I'm having to do 10 and then 5 is because my arms want to give out for those last 5 press or 5 rows, but I don't want to drop down weight because I know I can row those. Presses are taking me longer, and that's okay because I'm still sweating and my heart rate's still getting up there. So even if you're using a heavier weight, like I'm going to do 5 presses and then rest for a couple seconds and then do the other 5. Nice, Amy and Andy. Nice, Sandy. Nice, Tara. Tara has completely lapped me, I think. But also weight comes down to how much you weigh, how much you're consistent on lifting with form. A lot of things. Woo! We're coming up to 25 minutes, folks. We're like right there. Woo, just past the 25 mark. We got 5 5 minutes. You can get through this circuit, the whole circuit. One more time, I know you can. Nice job, guys. Coming up on 4 minutes. Whew. Whew. Coming up on 3 minutes. Whew. Just hits under 3. Whew. 2 minutes. Ooh. 1 minute. All right, 30 seconds. Nice job, guys. If you averaged about 2 each one of those circuits, which is 2 rounds, 1 round, that would be a circuit. Yeah, like every 4 or 5 minutes. 10 seconds. You're doing all right. 3, 2, 1. Woo, rest. Grab water. Woo. All right, 30 15. We got a core finisher that's going to be completely on your mat. You're going to need 1 dumbbell for a Russian twist. Let me get my timer set up. How many exercises yet? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whoo, I'm sweaty. All right, so this little core finisher is about 9 minutes. Your rest is built in. You're working for 30, you're resting for 15, and this is what you got. So we're gonna start off setting ourselves up on a Russian twist. So notice how I lean back. Notice how I'm not straight up and down, I'm leaned back, I'm not rounded in my back, so keeping my shoulders back. If you can keep your legs in the air and go side to side, awesome. If you want to ground your heels into the floor, because it's a little easier to keep your back in a good position, then you're going to be there. You can bring those legs up for a little bit, awesome, try it. You don't have to hold it for the whole time, okay? You're going to Russian twist it. I'm using one of those 2 weights. You're going to Russian twist it for 30 seconds, okay? When we hear the beep, we're going to rest, and we're going to come down, and we're going to do a bridge. So you can either hold that bridge here for 30 seconds, you can come up and down, you can add a weight if you want, okay? I'd add a heavier one than this, but you can add weight if you want to this. Completely your choice. Or you can just simply hold and get the nice stretch, just make sure that you can breathe, okay? Third exercise, you get a choice. You can either hollow hold, which a hollow hold, your shoulders are up off the mat, your back is on the mat. So you're just like this, throat is open so you can breathe. You could be bent knee here, you could be here, you could be here, okay? I'm looking more up at the ceiling. So you can hollow hold, or holly hold, you can hollow rock. So getting in that hollow rock position, notice how I'm not bending at the hip. I'm trying to keep that hollow position that I have. Whew, those could killer in your core. So you can hollow rock if you're good at it. You can dead bug hold, you can dead bug, okay? So goal would be hollow hold. If you need to modify it, you're gonna work it down to a dead bug. If you wanna make it harder, then you're gonna do hollow rocks. Tara's like, hollow rocks all the way. All right, guys, this is our finisher. We're on the floor, and we're starting on Russian twist. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You're gonna find that Russian twist. Lean it back. Get your core engaged. Shoulders are back. Ribs are in. Butt is gently squeezed.
Halfway there.
Halfway. We got a hold or a bridge after this. You can do weight on your bridge, no weight on your bridge, you can hold. Rest. All you gotta do is put your weight down, bring your back down. So you're either moving with your bridge, adding load with your bridge, or holding a bridge. Here we go. If you want to just hold that bridge, you can. You can be on your whole foot or your heel. Nice job, guys.
Halfway there.
Halfway. I'm holding because I need to stretch in my quads. Rest. Okay, so it's hollow hold, hollow rocks, dead bug hold or dead bugs. Just remember, hollow hold, your shoulders are off the mat. So my legs are up, my shoulders are up off the mat. So the only thing that's really on the mat is my back. If I need to bend my knees, I can bend my knees and be here. Or you can hollow rock. Nice, Tara, getting a little bit more hollow. Keep your legs in that length out. Try not to bend at the hip. Ooh. We are back to Russian twist. Tara, just think about when you're in that hollow position, trying to keep that whole hollow to not move. So try not, it's really, when I first started doing hollow rocks, it was like I wanted to swing my legs a bunch and use the momentum of my legs and bend at my hip, but you want to keep that hollow rock position
halfway there
as you move. It takes time to practice, but you're totally getting there. Rest, bridge, bridge hold, loaded bridge. Might load my bridge this time. Here we go.
Let's go.
Andy, just because I know you have a barbell, these are glute bridges, barbell glute bridges are awesome too. Because I know you got some weight. Those are really great exercises to strengthen glutes, which is something you want to do, especially if any of you have low back issues. Rest. Hollow hold, hollow rock, dead bug hold, dead bug. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Find your hold. There you go. Nice, Sandy. There you go, Tara. Yes, Tara. There you go.
Halfway there.
Woo. Rest. Russian twist, round 3. We're doing 4. We are almost there. Here we go.
Let's go.
Lean it back, Russian twist. We'll feel our arms later tonight, tomorrow. And then we'll hit the full body on Friday.
Halfway there.
Rest. Which, I'm sure y'all got it. Don't forget to respond to my email or just send me payment, whatever works for you. You don't have to respond if you send payment. Here we go with bridge.
Let's go.
New session starts next week. You get 13 classes next month. Same price as it's always been. Still get the app. Still get the recordings.
Halfway there.
If you want some more, so this month, you know, I put in those extra ones on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Those were just general. Those weren't like geared towards any specific person. But let's say that you're like, I'll focus on strength, on like just strength, heavy strength work, or whatever you want to focus on, cardio, whatever it may be, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Here we go, find a hold.
Let's go.
That's something that I can program specifically to your goals. So that is in the email if you want extra workouts for Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Sunday, rest. Find a rest day in there.
Halfway there. Rest.
One more round. So just know, $100 for the regular session with recordings. If you want the added ones, there's a little bit extra charge for that. Here we go, last Russian twist.
Let's go.
Woo, the class starts Monday. Don't forget, if you go in the app under documents, you will see nutrition, little nutrition handouts, printouts.
Halfway there.
That are awesome to help with like food portioning, what foods are good choices to make. Rest, those are in your app. And yes, for those of you that saw my Facebook status, because I am going back to get my bachelor's, whoo, bridge pose.
Let's go.
My bachelor's is pretty much all online, so there will still be boot camp. I'm continuing to do boot camp when I get my bachelor's.
Halfway there.
Holding that bridge. Or moving, either or.
Rest.
Rest. You got a hollow hold, hollow rock, dead bug. Whew, we call it a day. So yes, if any of you were curious if I was going to continue boot camp through school, yes, I am. Here we go.
Last round.
Because the awesomeness is a lot of that stuff can be online. That's why I'm glad I get to transfer in as a junior.
Halfway there.
Almost there, guys. Woo.
Well done.
Woo, nice job. Woo, nice and sweaty now. Great job, you guys. Great job.